List the steps of the scientific method in order. Observation, question, hypothesis, prediction, experiment. List the levels of biological organization from largest to smallest. Biosphere, ecosystem, community, population, individual, organ system, organ, tissue, cell, molecule, atom. What is the smallest unit of living organisms? Cell. List kingdoms within the domain Eukarya. Animal, plant, protist, fungi. What is the definition of hypothesis? A plausible explanation or an educated guess. What is the simplest level of biological organization? Atom. List the three domains. Bacteria, archaea, eukarya. List the 6 kingdoms. Bacteria, archaea, protist, fungi, plant, animalia. What is the definition of the biotic factor? The living things in an exosystem. What is the definition of abiotic factor? The non-living things in an exosystem. List 4 categoria of abiotic factor and why each is important to living organisms. Water, sunlight, soil, air. What is taxonomy? The branch of science that identifies names and classifies living things. The dynamics of an ecosystem depend upon what 2 processes? The cycling of chemicals and the flow of energy. What level of biological organization, A, is a group of cells of the same type that perform a specific function? B, an individual. C, includes all living things. D, includes the abiotic factors. E, a group of individuals living at the same place at the same time. A, tissue. B, organism. C, community. D, ecosystem. E, population. What type of energy is always released from any energy conservation process? Heat. How many species of organisms have been identified? About 2 million. What is the scientific name? A 2 pet name consisting of the genus and the species. What is the molecule that is genetic material for all known organisms? DNA. List 3 subatomic particles. Protons, neutrons, electrons. Which subatomic particle determines the chemical properties of an atom? Electron. Which subatomic particle has a negative charge? Electron. Which subatomic particle has a positive charge? Proton. What does the term matter refer to? Anything that occupies space and has a mass. How many chemical elements are naturally occurring? 92. Which 4 elements take up 96% of the mass in the human body? Hydrogen, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen. Electron number is always equal to the number of which subatomic particle? Protons. Proton number determines the element and is also called the blank number. Atomic number. The mass number is equal to the number of blank plus blank. Protons plus neutrons. What is the difference between a covalent bond and an ionic bond? Covalent bonds where electrons are shared between atoms. Ionic transfer of electrons from one atom to another. What is a hydrogen bond? A weak attraction between polar water molecules. List 4 properties of water that allow it to support some requirements of living organisms. (1) Cohesion 2. Moderate temperature 3. Ice floats 4. Versatility as a solvent. What is an atom called when it loses gains an electron? Ion. What is the monomer of a carbohydrate, protein, nucleic acid? Carbohydrate, monosaccharide protein, amino acid nucleic acid, nucleotide. Vegetable oil, butter, lard and steroids are examples of which type of biomolecule? Lipids. In which type of biomolecule would you find peptide bonds? Proteins. What are the 4 types of biomolecules? Carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, nucleic acids. Which category of biomolecule is always hydrophobic? Lipids. Enzymes are a type of which biomolecule? Proteins. Sucrose is what type of carbohydrate? Disaccharide. Glucose is which type of carbohydrate? Monosaccharide. List 3 examples of a polysaccharide. Starch, glucose, cellulose. What are the 2 nucleic acids? DNA and RNA. What is the function of cellulose? Strong structural molecule found in plant cell walls. What are the 2 biomolecules? What are the primary energy storing molecules? Carbohydrates and fats.